Listen, Wilma's not injured, everybody. Don't get upset. In fact, she's well enough to get out of her car, and when the motorcyclist turns the corner, she clotheslines him. Now, sorry about that. Here's your question. Who caused the crash? Is it car number 1? Is it car X? Is it car number 2? Car number 3? Or the motorcycle? Go ahead and discuss it. Okay, let's vote. How many of you say it's car X? Who says car number 1? Who says car number 2? Who says car number 3? Oh, if we have any lawyers in here, who says it's the manufacturer of the motorcycle? Manufacturer of the motorcycle? Who says it's the motorcycle's fault? The answer here is car number 2. Believe it or not. Now, number 2 should not have turned left into oncoming traffic. Anytime you're turning, follow a very simple step-by-step procedure. Signal to let others know of your intentions. Move into the proper lane from which to turn. Yield to oncoming cars and pedestrians. Complete the turn into the proper lane. Now, let's look at a few diagrams of turning scenarios. First, left and right turn from a two-way street to a two-way street. Second, a left from one-way to one-way. Third, a left from one-way to a two-way. Here's the deal. People contribute to crashes all the time. Usually one person, sometimes two, caused the crash itself. In this case, 2 caused the crash because she's turning left into oncoming traffic. The motorcycle should not have been blowing the horn and gunning the engine. That's illegal. You can only blow your horn to warn somebody about an impending crash. So somebody's about to pull out in front of you, you can go beep beep like that. You can't just say, hey, I'm mad, let's go beep beep, whoa. You can't do that. 3 could have slowed down, right? They got to slow down when they see another car stop there. Or they could even stop to check out the situation. But they're not really doing anything wrong or illegal. They're just going right through the intersection like that. Number 1 should not have waved somebody on. Somebody asked me about that earlier. You should not tell somebody to go. Who are you, the police? You know, so even if you think it's okay, don't direct traffic like that and say, go in front of me, when you know that there could be a crash, because it's an intersection. Car X is not doing anything wrong, so car number 2 was at fault in this crash. Okay? Good. Give yourselves a hand. You did good on that. All right. Good. All right. Validation question number 23 is E as in Edward. Okay. Here's a highway, 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 highway. All go in that direction. Okay? Now you see this every now and then. Here's car number 1 in this far right lane of the highway. Car number 1 has not noticed that there are arrows on the road pointing for them to turn, to merge left. You do see that sometimes, right? The lane of the highway is ending. So car number 1 is listening to the radio. They don't realize that they have to eventually go left. Here's car number 2 here. Car number 3 is alongside number 2, right? Now, car number 1 all of a sudden has no more lane. So they say, I got to get over. So they put their signal light on and they put their arm out the window and say, please, please, please let me in. So everybody, you know this. What does car number 2 do? They speed up, of course. So 2 speeds up here. 3 sees what's going on. So they speed up too. So now you get 2 and 3 alongside number 1. 2 and 3 are both giving number 1 the evil eye. Don't even think about coming to my lane. Number 1 sees no other option but to gun it. They downshift and they do this here. As they do that there, it pushes 2 into 3's lane. There's a collision between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 get on the side of the road to fight and exchange information. 1 drives away laughing. Now, who caused this crash? 1, 2, or 3? Think about it, discuss it. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's vote. How many of you say it's car number 1? Who says it's 2? Who says it's 3? Okay, and if you're watching this at home, go ahead and vote. Who do you think it is? Who's it? Oh, you got it wrong. Sorry about that. The answer is car number one. Car number one is at fault in this crash because their lane ended. We talked about yielding the right of way a little bit earlier. Car number one has no more road. Now, 2 and 3 should not have sped up. Whenever you can avoid a crash, you do it. But they actually own the road because they're already there. Number one, you see this scenario here is the same as pulling out of a driveway. If this was a driveway right here, you couldn't just pull out and force people to stop for you. So when your lane ends, you need to either slow down. Sometimes on ramps, let's say you leave a football game, there's 10,000 cars on the road, and you're entering the highway. Sometimes you have to actually stop on the on-ramp for somebody to let you in. So in this case here, it's like an on-ramp or it's like pulling out of a driveway. So number one's at fault.